Today we're trying a recipe for 3-ingredient keto tortillas using a new ingredient. Apparently, these tortillas will have 0 grams of net carbs. The new ingredient is oat fiber, not to be confused with oat flour, which is what I thought it was. Oat fiber is made from the hull of an oat, which is the outer shell. After separating the hulls from the oats, the hulls are ground into a fine powder. A typical oat fiber has 0 grams of net carbs, 0 grams of fat, 0 protein. It's all fiber. A lot of people on a low carb lifestyle will eat fiber to combat some of the carbs in a recipe because it helps bring down or balance your blood sugar. And so it can bring down the net carb amount on a lot of keto products. We follow a net carb type of lifestyle here because it's more relaxed. And if you're new here, my twin sister Sarah and I have followed a technically keto lifestyle since 2019. And on this channel, we love to try and test different recipes for all of you. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 300,000 subscribers
Only
this year.
you can help us get to 300,000 subscribers.
Subscribing is free. It's just clicking a button, but it helps support our channel. And this video is sponsored by Hume Health. Most people on keto are mainly focused on weight loss, and honestly, that's how Sarah and I were until we turned 41 last year. And that's when we decided maybe we should focus more on what's happening inside of our bodies than just the number on the scale. And that is where the Hume Health Body Pod comes in. So the Body Pod is not a smart scale, it is a full body analyzer. It shows you stats like your body fat, your muscle mass, your visceral fat, and your metabolic age. The metabolic age one was quite horrifying to us because it says we are way older than we actually are. But that is the metric that Sarah and I are choosing to focus on. So in the Hume Health app, you get a visual breakdown. It's a diagram showing your muscle and fat across your arms, your legs, your torso. We've been paying special attention to the visceral fat and the muscle mass because we think that that tells a much clearer story than just your weight alone. So even if the number on the scale stays the same, you can see if you're making progress building muscle or losing fat. And what really makes the Body Pod different is the accuracy. It's 98% accurate compared to those medical grade scans that cost $20,000 at your local gym. It feels like having a little health coach right on your phone. So if you're ready to stop obsessing about the number on the scale, get yourself a Hume Health Body Pod. We're gonna leave the link below and use our code KETOTWINS, and that's gonna give you an additional discount that stacks on top of whatever other offer they're running right now. You're gonna get up to 50% off, but that code is only valid for 7 days. And if you're in the US, you can use your HSA or FSA to cover it. Thanks so much to Hume Health for sponsoring this video. So why do keto people use oat fiber? It can make baked goods less eggy, it helps absorb moisture, it creates a more bread-like texture, and it adds bulk without adding carbs. If it's something that you want to try,
if you want to make meatballs,
right?
It says on the back.
Oh, it says that it makes a great meatball binder. So there's another reason why you could buy this. Maybe you don't need a giant bag of it. Maybe you could just get like a little bag. So the recipe that we're trying today was recommended to us by lowcarbnocarb.com. We'll be leaving their account or their website linked in the description below. All you're gonna be needing for this recipe are 3 ingredients, which are eggs, mozzarella cheese, and oat fiber. So the first step is going to be to take your shredded mozzarella cheese. You can shred your own, or if you're lazy, you can use the stuff in the bag. Just be aware that sometimes there's ingredients that coat each individual shred, which might add to the carb count or change the texture slightly of what you're making. We're gonna start heating this up in a pan. And then you're gonna stir it with a wooden spoon until it melts. That might take a minute or 2. We will be back. We will be back. It's been about a minute. It's starting to melt. Make sure to use a nonstick pan. Next up, you're going to want to crack 2 eggs in a bowl. It doesn't say this in the instructions, but I am going to whisk this together just so that the eggs and the yolk are combined because I don't want any weird things happening.
Kind of like a fathead dough.
Right. If you don't know, a fathead dough is a very popular dough on a keto lifestyle. Sarah and I have made many things with fathead dough.
Very versatile recipe.
Okay, so it's pretty melted. We're gonna add in our fiber, not to be confused with flour. It's 10 tablespoons. I hope it's a teaspoon.
So what are you supposed to do now?
Mix it. Help.
I would just say keep stirring.
What other choice do I have,
Yeah,
Sarah?
but you're not really stirring. You're just kind of like pushing it around. Keep going. Scrape the sides.
Feels like too much oat fiber. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I just wanna kind of grab it.
No, it's working. It's just that you're supposed to keep going.
Here's our dough. How hot is it? Ah! It says to work it for 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
I don't need these fingers anyway.
Maybe just roll it. Yeah, like that. And keep folding it to incorporate it.
Is that how people make it? I've never made a legitimate loaf of bread before.
Yeah, same.
Do I look like I know what I'm doing?
Kind of.
Really? How about that? That felt right. Okay, so here's my favorite part where we cut it into 8 dough balls. It's not gonna be like last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 7.
No,
see,
it
it's
can't
still
be
not
7.
right.
It can't be 7. It's 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But that's still the same. That's 4.
Okay, and I'll cut that. Yeah, cut that in half. That should be 8, which is the appropriate size for once.
For once.
Okay, now roll them into balls.
Okay. They're still kind of warm, so that's good. I think they're going to be easy to roll out at this stage. Remember, this is made of primarily cheese. If it gets too hard because the cheese is cooling, maybe pop it back in the microwave for a little bit because you want the cheese to be kind of melty when you're rolling them out.
I feel like it's distributed more evenly than almond flour and fathead dough. What do you think?
Yeah, they
Almond
smell
flour
like oats
is
though.
more finely, not as fine as the oat fiber, not flour. I keep saying that.
Silicone mat. I hope that,
Seems like it's working. How thin does it say?
pretty, no, it just says as thin as possible. And then you have to shape it.
Should we turn on the oven?
Yes, 350. Oven light?
No.
Okay.
We still don't have an oven light. Just got the microwave light replaced.
Sarah's particular about what kind of bulb.
No, I'm not.
I thought you said that it was bluish. And
It was blue, but he got like, I don't know.
Now, that does not look like a tortilla to me.
It's about the texture. It's not about the shape.
Get out the old tortilla press. Where's that
I
thing?
don't know.
What do you think I am? I work in a pizza factory? I obviously this is difficult to do. That's why they say cut it.
It's fine. It's about the taste. If people want perfect tortillas, they can make them.
I feel like it rolls easier than normal fathead though, which is interesting.
It's as good as getting, people.
We're gonna cover this with a layer of parchment. Maybe it's to keep it down or something. I don't know. Like that. We're gonna bake it like that. So it's 350, 8 to 10 minutes until you see it's slightly brown. Let's go with 9 minutes. We'll be back. Stop following me.
It's been 9 minutes. It's starting to brown on the edges.
They're still, it's still pretty doughy.
Okay.
I want to put it in for like 2 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Smells interesting. Okay, we're going to let these cool down and we're going to go downstairs. We're going to try them.
Okay. Has like a flaky texture to it, almost. Kind of similar to fathead dough.
You know what it reminds me of? A wheat tortilla.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of got that flavor of a wheat tortilla.
Which it would, right? No, would
Right.
it? Oh, wheat? No.
It's a very strong wheat flavor.
Yeah. I think that traditional fathead dough...
It's got like something on the tongue.
Traditional fathead dough doesn't have like this type of flavor. It's more neutral.
Mm-hmm. It did roll out
Easier.
thin, very easy. Sometimes fathead dough can be hard to roll out.
Right.
I think it's really going to be dependent on what you can get and the flavor on the inside. Maybe if you add flavor, I know you're probably not supposed to add flavoring to the dough itself, but like there is a very strong taste of the fiber doesn't have a taste. It's like oat flavor.
Not necessarily a bad thing,
No.
right? But it's not something that you kind of think about when you're eating a tortilla. So it's kind of like, how do you
Combat
balance that?
Yeah.
Like, what would this be a good...
A quesadilla or something.
Yeah.
With salsa and the quesadilla, something like that.
Yeah, I wonder if you roll these out into like chips, would they become like crispier?
Yeah, there is a recipe. You can do that. You have to bake it for longer or maybe deep fry them. Tortillas are like soft, like really soft, like almost undercooked, right? Maybe we cooked them too long.
Yeah, but a tortilla is like you cook. Like I like a tortilla that's like cooked. I don't want like a doughy raw tortilla. I want it like when I make a sandwich out of it or a low carb pizza. I kind of brown it. I don't
know. I'm getting used to the taste.
Yeah, it's like it's amazing that there's no flour in it. Even with fathead dough, it's just kind of amazing that cheese kind of acts like this when you kind of melt it, and it becomes kind of flaky.
Overall on 10, 7.
I was gonna say 6.
Okay.
I think it has a little bit more of a forward flavor than fathead dough rolled out. I'm interested to see like what kind of other ways we could use this dough.
If you're wanting to include more fiber in your diet, then this is something that you should try.
I'm excited to actually make like meatballs with it.
Right.
To see if it like binds well, like they said it does. Because I make meatballs, I just don't add any binder.
Me either.
Being held together by
hopes and dreams.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, tell us if you use oat fiber. How do you use it? We've had so many of you guys mention oat fiber in the past.
And we have a huge bag of it now that we got to get rid of, so...
There's just so many fibers in flours and stuff that, you know, we have about 10 different types that we don't even remember what we have now. So if you guys have uses for oat fiber, let us know in the comment section below. And YouTube seems to think that you're going to like this video here. Why don't you click on it? We will see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out. How hot is it?